Now students, I want you to understand that sometimes adjectives can be used as nouns and nouns can be used as adjectives. In this particular lesson, we'll go through the rules or examples of when adjectives are used as nouns and when nouns are used as adjectives. Let's look at the 4 examples of when adjectives are used as nouns. The first rule is when plural nouns denote a class of persons. A little confused? Let's look at the example sentence to understand this better. The rich should help the poor. So when we say the rich, we are denoting or we are talking about the entire group of rich people. So this is a plural noun and so is the poor. Well, normally we use the word rich as an adjective like she's a rich girl. So the adjective rich modifies the noun girl. But in this case, it's used as a plural noun denoting the class of persons or a group of persons. Let's look at the second case. Singular nouns denoting some abstract quality. Let's look at these examples to understand them better. The future is unknown to us. So in the first sentence, the word future refers to future in general. We can use future, or mostly future is used as an adjective, like the apocalypse is a future phenomenon, wherein the word future is modifying the word or the noun phenomenon, but in this case the word future is used in general and it refers to the futurity. Let's look at the second sentence. He is the lover of the beautiful. Now I'm sure that we use this adjective beautiful so many times. She's a beautiful girl, these are such beautiful flowers, but in this case we are talking about beauty in general, and that's why the word beautiful here, this is beauty in general. The word beautiful here is used as a noun opposed to an adjective. Let's look at the third rule. Adjectives that have derived from proper nouns. Okay, let's look at the example sentence. Italians are particular about pasta. So the word Italians is derived from a proper noun because we are talking about people who are of Italian origin. Similarly, the words Indians, Australians. So when I say she's an Australian girl, in this particular sentence I'm using the word Australian as an adjective because it modifies the noun girl. But if I say Australians are very punctual, then in this case I'm using Australians as a noun. Well, let's look at the next sentence, which is adjectives become nouns when denoting persons. Let's understand this better with the help of an example. He is junior to me. So when I say he is junior to me, the word junior here is used as a noun. Similarly, if I say he's senior to me or he's subordinate to me or he's my subordinate colleague, I'm using these words as nouns and not as adjectives. Let's look at the next rule. Adjectives that denote things. Let's look at the example. Valuables are not allowed in this room. So here the word valuable is used as a noun. Yes, you are correct. So normally we use the word valuable as an adjective. For example, we would say keep your valuable jewelry in the safe. here the word or adjective valuable is modifying the noun jewelry. But in this particular sentence, with the addition of an S here, this word valuable becomes a noun. Similarly, there are other words that are normally used as adjectives, but when we add an S to them, they are used as nouns. Let me give you a few examples. There are words like gases, liquids, solids, and these words that denote things are used as nouns in these cases. Okay, let's look at our fourth rule. The fourth rule is adjectives are used as noun when they are used in certain phrases. Let's look at the first example sentence. In future, I shall charge you. So there are these certain phrases like the long and short of it, through thick and thin. When we use these phrases in sentences, they actually are used as nouns and not as adjectives. Well, now we have looked at when adjectives are used as nouns, but it's important for us to remember that sometimes nouns can also be used as adjectives. And that happens when we have multiple nouns and when one noun modifies the other noun. Let's understand this better with the help of these two example sentences. Mrs. Edwards is my history teacher. Okay. Can we first pick out the nouns here in this sentence? So we have Mrs. Edwards, which is the proper noun. Then we have teacher, and then we have history. So we have three nouns. Do we? Let's look at this sentence again. Mrs. Edwards is my history teacher. So the word history, which is normally used as a noun, in this case is used as an adjective because it modifies or it describes, it tells us more about the noun teacher. So this becomes our adjective. Let's look at the second sentence. Joe loves playing computer games. Again, I'm going to give you a few seconds. You look at it and tell me which is the noun, which is the adjective here. Okay. So we have Joe loves playing computer games. So you are right. The proper noun is Joe in this sentence. Then we have two more nouns, computer and games. Which one do you think is the adjective here? Yes, you are right. It is computer because it is modifying the noun games in this particular sentence. Alright, so in this particular lesson, we looked at when adjectives are used as nouns and when nouns are used as adjectives. Well, I'm feeling hungry after talking about the pasta, so I'm going to go have some food and you all should have some food too. Happy learning. Until next time.